Yes, good people, welcome back to the channel. So we're doing some more work on the Mk4 Golf Nugget. Thought I was having a good look around it this morning. But yeah, yesterday we fitted some new rear lights for it. We've got these GTA Hella smoked rear lights which look pretty sweet on this colour. This is ocean green metallic. We also sorted out a leak on the other light where it's missing the gasket. I found a Mk4 rear wiper mustache, so that looks pretty cool now, but unfortunately the wiper motor's not working, so we're going to have a little look at that. There is an issue with wiring in that corner, so we'll be looking at that today. But my main priority at the minute is trying to sort out this oil leak that I've had. Now, when I first bought the car, I noticed when I sort of viewed it that it was leaking oil, but the first thing that sprung out to me was these rocker bolts were missing. There was 5 missing on the front of the engine, hence oil hammering down the front. Ironically enough, I had a 1.4 Golf a couple of years ago and it had a leak in exactly the same place, but all these bolts were loose, so don't know what's going on with these. Don't know why people try and take them off, but I don't know. It may have been leaking the rocker gasket. People have tried to take these off and realised you've pretty much got to take the camber off to get this rocker off to change the rocker gasket. I went to VW yesterday, picked up these bolts. We've got them all in now. There is that one missing, but that is for like a plastic cover, which I haven't got. So that shouldn't affect our issue at the minute. So with these in, hopefully we can get to the bottom of this leak and rule out whether the rocker gasket is gone or not. So when I pulled this in yesterday morning, it was in most of the day, and that's how much oil leaked out. After I put these bolts in, I've moved the car back and it's only leaked that much. Hopefully it's just the residual oil that is dripping off now, but I think the next thing we're going to need to do, oh, it's also leaking down there as well. Yeah, the next thing we need to do is get the old Golf Nugget out the garage, get the pressure wash out, clean all that oil off the front of the engine, and then we can see if we've got any new leaks. So yeah, let's get her out into the big bad world. Got some concentrated truck wash. This ain't Demon Shine. I've really put this in quite strong, so we're gonna give her a good spray up all around that rocker cover. Try and avoid the electrics where possible, but you know, you only do what you can. But pretty much the oil has got everywhere, and I have jet washed this before and it's instantly got bad again. I noticed the battery struggle today, but that is a new battery. I know it's a bit small. That's off a Polo, so I don't know if the starter motor is starting to go, or I need to get a media battery. So I'm going to do all underneath and then let it soak in for a bit. I'll try and get a brush in there just to help get rid of some of that oil. So there you go, that's all jet washed out. It's probably as good as I'm going to get for a minute. That oil is baked on. But I've got a real good clean all down there, underneath, around the sides. As you can see, you got like a rainbow effect going on in the water there. I had brushes, toothbrushes, yeah, done as much as I could. It's actually quite hard to get underneath. Ideally I should have jacked this up and then I could get the angle a bit more up, but it is what it is. I was getting through all the little gaps I could, so we'll see if that sorts out the leak. At one point it was dripping onto these pipes and dripping down, so I've cleaned all them as well. So I think the next thing we need to do is let this sit in the sun for a bit. She's coming around the corner, so it'll be fully in the sunlight soon. Let that dry out before I even attempt to start it, because I did go a bit too mad on the electrics and stuff, but these VWs are normally pretty good starting up. Yeah, so hopefully there's nothing leaking now. Well, old oil, and yeah, if we got any new leaks we can pretty much see where they're coming from. But she was nasty. Okay, so I've had a little bit of a snag. Try to start her up. The battery is completely flat. Now I know yesterday I was doing a lot of work on it, doors open, lights on, that kind of thing, but it didn't sound too good this morning. And starting it up, moving it out, yeah, might not have been enough to charge the battery up, but that starter motor don't sound too brilliant. So I think that could be on its way out. I really do need to get a full-size battery, but that should still be enough to keep her up and running, because it is a brand new battery. But once we do get it charged up and started, I'm going to check that alternator to make sure that's doing its alternator thing, because when I bought the car it had a flat battery, it's completely dead. So yeah, there could be something a little bit funky going on. Life of a Nugget Golf. Got a running, battery charged up, started straight up, no problem at all. Actually starting motor sounded decent. The alternator's working okay, so we're getting 14.2-ish volts, so that's pretty good. It could have been a case of where I had the doors open yesterday, lights coming on, drain the battery. There could be a parasitic drain, so I'm going to keep an eye on it over the next few days in regards to the level of the battery. Right, so the Nugget is back in the garage, and underneath I've stuck some cardboard down. It's currently dripping a bit of water, obviously, because she had a thoroughly good clean. So you can sort of see down there it's still quite moist. I didn't get rid of all of it, but there's only so much you can do. So we'll see how much oil we have dripping out. Even if it's a vast improvement, you know, it's just dripping the odd little bit, I'll be happy. But I would have thought with them bolts missing, yeah, that would have caused the bulk of that. So what I'll do is I'll leave this for a few days, see how we get on. It's currently Friday, I'm working Saturday, off Sunday, working Monday, Tuesday, so I'll probably check back in on this on Wednesday, see how we're doing. So we're back in the boot of the Nugget, and it's looking a bit drier in there. That's good, that's good. Our lights are in. Down there it's not looking too bad, that's drying out. But our main concern is this shower in the corners. Now I've started taking some of this tape off. Straight away we've got broken wires and stuff, which is always fun. What I need to ideally do with this, because they've ripped this as well, is replace this wiring loom. It clips in the side somewhere, comes up, and then ends up going off to a few bits. But main part is going to this wiper motor. And I know that wire there, which is green and red, is definitely that wire there. And there's a couple other ones that are broke, but I'm going to try and, just for now, just so we can see if it works, join some of these together and see if we can get this motor working. It could actually be this is gone as well, but we'll see. Alright, I'll start bodging some of this together and see if we can get some life back into that rear wiper motor. So after a little bit more digging around, these wires here are actually okay. They was just sort of exposed, but they're not broken. Now the problem is I've just been checking it with a multimeter. We are getting live to the motor, so I reckon that motor is broken. I'll have to order another one of them. So next step is order one of them. I'll try and get another wiring loom and a little rubber boot for that, because this is no good as it is. And another little problem I've just noticed is when I was seeing if it was working, I was squeezing the rear wiper lever, and yep, we're getting screen wash filling up down there. That's just dandy. Well, she's just a nugget that keeps on giving, but she's getting there slowly but surely. And I'm pretty much, better turn that off, so I don't want a dead battery again. But we're pretty much done for today. Again, I'm working on and off for the next few days, so we'll just keep an eye on the leakage. Hopefully we've fixed the oil leak. Keep an eye on the voltage of the battery. I may just have to charge it up again quickly and order some parts. That's pretty much where we're up to at the minute. I've had a week off work and I've got quite a bit done, so it's like, you know, ironing out all the problems with the Nugget Golf. No doubt there'll be a few more little hidden surprises, but we'll definitely get this little Nugget back on the road pretty soon. So I've got to work on and off for the next few days. Middle of next week, hopefully we'll get a new rear wiper motor and a few other bits and get stuck into fixing up some other bits on this Mk4 Golf. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Also follow me on Instagram, the Mink Manifesto, and I'll catch you all soon. Thanks for watching. Peace.